Hey everyone, Tony George, Doc Sports. Let's talk a couple of free baseball picks today. Just a couple leans we have on a kind of a light card today. We've got a top pick today, so we looked at a bunch of games. We're only putting out one pick a day since the All Star break, and so the couple that we looked at that I really liked. If I was ever going to do a triple header, this might have been it. So I'll just tell you what those were. And then we'll discuss the NFL preseason and a little bit about college football, which is right around the corner now, next week. So let's get to your free plays here. Just between me and you and a fence post, kind of like Houston today to bounce back against Cueto. They're about a buck minus about a buck 25 alpha loss. I like them to bounce back today. It's one we looked at real hard. I'm not going to go through all the stats with you on that one, but that's one I'd lean on a little bit. The other one I like, last night we had Baltimore as a premium play as an underdog, plus 120. I couldn't figure out why they were an underdog. And they're an underdog again tonight. Bigger underdog. Walk is on the hill, with a 1 ERA. His last 5 games, which he's given up only 5 runs. He's only given up 3 runs in his last 4 games. And then you got Flaherty on the hill for the O's, who's respectable, but I think right now the under 8.5. It opened up at 8, went to 8.5. You got to lay about 115 on the under for a reason. I know Baltimore's an over team. If Baltimore had a really good starter and a damn good second guy in their rotation, they'd probably be the best team in baseball the way they're playing. Offensively, them, Atlanta, a couple others. But I'm telling you, this is a good baseball team. They're in a better spot than San Diego is right now. But this is a good baseball team. But I think they're going to struggle tonight. And bear in mind, if their starter gives it up and they got to go to the bullpen, their bullpen, the last 5 games, 1.15 ERA and a 1.0 whip. In their last 10 games, they're under a 3 ERA in allowed. I just think it's going to be a very good baseball game tonight. Very tight baseball game. It was a 4-1 game last night in favor of the O's. I wouldn't be surprised to see him win it. But I think it'll be a low-scoring game. Take the under 8.5, Baltimore and San Diego tonight. A couple of things in the NFL preseason. Now, you can't put a lot of stock in, hardly any stock into what you saw week 1 of preseason. These guys have been in camp 2 weeks, But an observation, Trey Lance isn't an NFL quarterback. That free play sucked. There's just turnovers. I don't care if it's preseason, regular season, or playoffs in the NFL. If you turn the ball over, you're going to lose. I don't care who you're playing. Do I think that the Las Vegas Raiders are a bottom feeder? I wouldn't say they're a bottom feeder, but they're not going to be a great team. They're probably going to finish last in their division this year. But what's interesting about that is San Francisco. The observation I took out of that, there's a lot of people, teamrankings.com, other places where you look at power ratings, they have San Francisco 3rd or 4th in the league. I don't care how good of a coach Shanahan is. You need a quarterback to win in this league. So you got Lance, Purdy, and Darnold, and you're the 3rd or 4th power rated team in the league. It gets teams like Kansas City with Mahomes, who's the best quarterback in the NFL, Burrow, Allen, Aaron Rodgers right now. We'll talk about the Jets in just a second. But I think San Francisco's, as a matter of fact, for whatever reason, there was a reason why Garoppolo was not a fit there and they didn't want to play him. Him and Shanahan don't get along, whatever the case was. Politics, inner politics, team politics, locker room politics, whatever it was. He's just as good a quarterback as anybody they got in their roster right now. I think they're going to regret that. But that being said, I think San Francisco is overrated unless somebody just ends up shining at quarterback. Do they have players around them? Hell yeah, they do. They're loaded. But you got to have a quarterback, and a solid quarterback, and a stud quarterback to win in the NFL, to win 11 or 12 games, to win your division. I don't see it right now. Again, I'm a slight overreaction, but a massive concern. It's not, I'm not overreacting. I think it's a concern if you're banking on San Francisco to do something great. And, this is a team that got screwed last year in the playoffs because they had no quarterback in the playoff game against Philadelphia. I mean, they injured. They had all kinds of issues. But just bad luck happened with them. They had no chance of winning that game. We were all over Philly in that game, as I recall, too, for a big play. But that being said, that's one thing I noticed out of week one. The other thing, too, is the acquisition for the Jets. And this is why I don't like giving season win totals out early. I did one on the Jets. It's just a free pick. But I thought there was a lot of hype and a lot of overreaction. Aaron Rodgers has a tendency to be a little bit of a prima donna. Creates a lot of locker room innuendo, so to speak. Tends to challenge coaches. And he's 38 years old. So he's definitely on the downside of a career. Is he good? Yeah, he's good. No doubt about it. He's good. But with the addition now of Dalvin Cook, this is a team now that's going to be redoing their offensive playbook because of that acquisition, because Cook is a hell of a running back. And not only that, he's good at catching the ball out of the backfield. That adds a whole new dimension to that offense that looked, pretty good in execution-wise in their preseason game, 27-0 win. Again, I'm not putting a lot of stock into that, but, and I still think that division is a crapshoot. You got 3 really good teams in there, with Buffalo being the cream of the crop. Miami is no joke. And the Jets now are not going to be the same old Jets that they were. And, of course, Bill Belichick's still running around, and they picked up Ezekiel Elliott. Now, that is not going to have near the impact that what Dalvin Cook gave the Jets. But they got themselves a proven veteran running back that's probably dead set on redemption. And Belichick's the perfect coach for him and that system they have up there. So they're going to give people some problems too. They're not going to be, I just don't see a Bill Belichick team ever being a doormat in any conference. So there's, But yeah, that was a huge addition for the Jets, and that really raised my eyebrows. That knocked them up a couple of notches, and probably another win or two. They just bought another win or two. So that season win total now, I may have to go against that, hedge back. Because I did bet it, but I did not see. They talked to him, they didn't sign him. Now they signed him, $8 million. They have some net worth with him. So just some week one observations. College football will be here next week. We're ready. I'm as ready as I've ever been in my 31 years of doing this. I'm ready. We had a stellar year in 2021. I think we only lost 3 or 4 top picks all season. Last year was a little wishy-washy. Unacceptable. We've really done our homework. Really worked hard. We're ready. We got a free $60 over in the link in the description below or at the website upper left-hand corner. You can put that towards an early bird discount football package or any package from any handicapper in any sport on the website. Be sure and get over to Doc's. Just a ton of great information over there. Today we have a 6-unit top play in Major League Baseball, which we're going to win. And also we have a 4-unit best bet in the WNBA today. 16-6 run. And we have a 3-unit Major League Baseball pitcher prop. 7 out of our last 10 Major League Baseball cards have cashed. Doc Sports. Enjoy your Tuesday.